Have you at any point met somebody who just appeared to drain the energy out of a room? You know that individual who causes you to feel drained and depleted after spending even 1 second with them. Most people with personality disorders, such as narcissistic personality disorder, fall into this category. We all know what a negative person looks like and sounds like. They are always negative and bring the mood down. There are some justifiable reasons why someone may express negative energy in a certain moment, such as experiencing a recent traumatic loss. Unfortunately, some people have no good reason to be negative and they are just negative people. When someone is always negative, and is consistently negative over an extended period of time, that negative energy can start to affect others. Whenever somebody radiates negative energy, they are depleting your own positive energy. The vast majority of people with negative energy are unaware of the fact that they come off as negative or are exuding negative vibes. In this video, we will uncover 5 signs that may indicate to you that you are in the presence of a person with negative energy. 1. They find fault with everything. Do you know someone who continually gripes about things regardless of how great they really are? No matter if their grievance is ameliorated, they are still not happy. If that is the case, you are dealing with someone who is struggling with a negative mindset and negative energy. Somebody who emanates negative energy will pick apart pretty much everything. Nothing is ever right. Nothing satisfies them. Nothing fulfills them. They have a love-hate relationship with their life and they actually get self-gratification out of despising things others would gladly appreciate. If you encounter someone picking apart and criticizing every part of a person or thing, realize that this individual is producing pessimistic and toxic negative energy. 2. They try to bring you down to their level. Have you at any point had an experience with someone who, when even things appeared all good between both of you, figured out how to collapse your bliss? Maybe you were excited about a special project or event, but this person figured out how to cause you to have a less excited outlook on it. What's worse, is that a person with negative energy, if you allow them, can have the ability to occasionally persuade you in believing what you were excited about was idiotic, or not worth your time. Pessimistic individuals frequently attempt to cause others to feel as hopeless as they do. They think this will somehow reinforce your relationship. As the saying goes, misery loves company, and this is especially true with negative energy people. Certain negative energy people do not realize how their negative outlook and mindsets can affect others. This negativity has become so ingrained in their personality that it has become second nature to them. Be aware of this, and remove yourself from this negative relationship and energy as soon as possible. 3. They can't handle criticism. Negative energy people can't take constructive criticism or any form of criticism well. They either ignore or do not acknowledge criticism that may portray them in an unfavorable manner. They feel assaulted when somebody gives them negative input, regardless of whether it's useful. They could appear to take proper steps, and even acknowledge the criticism outwardly, but on the inside, they are fuming at what you've said. This inability to maturely process criticism or words of disappointment can transform to outrage. Negative people continuously search for something to get upset about. Even valuable analysis appears to be an assault to them. Due to this fact, it is in your best interest to move on from negative energy people. Even trying to explain to them how their viewpoints are negative and even harmful is not worth your time. 4. They are afraid to take risks. Being a daring person isn't just about being rash and going with one's premonitions. There is inherent risk in all new ventures, even in reasonable plans of action. The people who can utilize their instinct, without the weight of pessimistic or negative considerations, and who can act boldly when required, succeed in having positive outcomes when risk is present. Since negative individuals are always apprehensive, they don't ever get started or take any risk. They believe that facing a challenge, or new task, is more about losing than it is about winning, or gaining what they didn't have, before taking action. Negative energy people always take steps to shield themselves from misfortune even when logical probability would state that success is imminent, even with the least amount or minuscule of action. When a person with negative energy faces a challenge, they'll attempt to track down pretty much every motivation or reason why they should not do something or to not make something happen. Caution in all new ventures is key, but if you only focus on the negative, you will never see the positive. To get a different result in life, you need to do something different to garner desired change or outcomes. 5. They're quick to label things. Pessimistic individuals rush to name any and all things as awful. Assuming you let them know that something is great, which we don't recommend as you should avoid negative energy people, they'll argue that their negative perspective is accurate and the only rational perspective. Their contemplations are so blurred by cynicism that positive things don't intrigue them. They'll constantly see the disadvantages in anything prior to seeing its potential gains, which is the reason you won't ever actually observe negative people having positive outcomes. You will only hear them criticize others' actions and outcomes. When an individual continually sees the negative side of every circumstance, they become cynical. In the event that something works for another person, they will make excuses as to why that outcome occurred or that person was lucky. While you may not be able to avoid all negative people at all times in your life, you can restrict how much permission or access they have to you and your mental well-being. The second you become mindful of their negative energy, attempt to restrict your communication with them. Do you have a negative person currently in your life? Share your story with us in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to hit the like button, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. Spread the love and send this video to at least 2 friends or your favorite group chat. Sharing is caring after all. Be sure to hit the bell icon to stay up to date with our latest videos. Remember to be polite to yourself first, so you can be polite to others. Take care of yourself. Until next time.